The Nightingale. In the gardens of the emperor's palace, a magnificent nightingale sang with such beauty that even the emperor himself would often sneak out of his palace to listen. The emperor was enchanted by the nightingale's melodies, and soon, news of the magical bird spread throughout the land. People came from far and wide to hear the nightingale sing. The emperor, pleased with the bird's popularity, summoned the nightingale to the palace. At first, the nightingale refused, but eventually, it relented and began to sing for the emperor. The emperor was so captivated by the nightingale's songs that he asked the bird to stay in the palace. The nightingale agreed, but only on the condition that it be allowed to sing for the emperor whenever it pleased. The emperor happily agreed, and the nightingale became a regular performer at the palace. It sang for the emperor, his courtiers, and even the kitchen staff. Everyone who heard the nightingale's songs was enchanted. One day, a group of Japanese ambassadors arrived at the palace, bearing gifts for the emperor. Among the gifts was a magnificent mechanical nightingale, adorned with diamonds, rubies, and sapphires. The mechanical bird was designed to sing with perfect pitch and tone, and it quickly gained the emperor's favor. The real nightingale, feeling replaced and unappreciated, flew away from the palace, returning to the forest. The emperor, however, was too enamored with the mechanical nightingale to notice the real bird's departure. The mechanical nightingale sang for the emperor every day, its melodies calculated to perfection. But as time passed, the emperor began to tire of the mechanical bird's songs. They lacked the passion and soul of the real nightingale's melodies. One day, the emperor fell gravely ill. His doctors and courtiers tried everything to revive him, but nothing seemed to work. The mechanical nightingale sang its heart out, but its melodies only seemed to make the emperor's condition worse. Just when all hope seemed lost, the real nightingale returned to the palace. It had been watching from afar, and its heart went out to the ailing emperor. The nightingale sang with all its might, pouring its heart and soul into its melodies. The emperor's eyes fluttered open, and a faint smile crossed his lips. He listened, entranced, as the nightingale sang of love, hope, and redemption. Slowly but surely, the emperor's strength began to return. As the nightingale finished its song, the emperor sat up in bed, his eyes shining with tears. He thanked the nightingale for saving his life and asked it to stay by his side. From that day on, the real nightingale was welcomed back to the palace, and it sang for the emperor whenever he needed comfort. The mechanical nightingale, on the other hand, was relegated to a dusty corner of the palace, a reminder of the emperor's foolishness in preferring artificial beauty to the real thing.